Welcome, Blessed Star family, to our 999 portal. Today is September 9th, which is a 9, and it's a ninth day in a ninth year, 2025. Whenever you watch this, always timeless. But I'm so excited to do this with you. I feel like there's so many things I want to say, but right now I just want to introduce a new deck that just arrived today. This is where I know Spirit, everything, they had me go on this great little breadcrumb chase, like a map, a treasure map, if you will, to order this deck and these 3 die. I've been wanting to get die for like the longest time. And I've been waiting because I was waiting to get like nice, like amethyst or like something like that. But I was really drawn to just get these. So I'm excited to see how that goes and working with them. And I literally just took that out of the package and it's been sitting on the selenite, the deck, and now it's ready to go. So I literally haven't even cracked the box yet. But I just heard Such a Simple Thing from Part of the Light album. Oh my gosh, their name just went out of my head, but they'll have me put a link in the description box. Always look in the description box. Drink some water. I'm feeling a lot of anxious energy. Let's just take in some deep breaths. I'm going to ring some bells. We're going to bring in some chill energy. Over our new beautiful healing tools. Thank you, Spirit. And we'll give them a nice little smudge with our rosemary as well. Thank you, Spirit. We're so excited for these new gifts. We love new decks, don't we, you guys? We haven't done one of these in a minute. So we're going to open that in a second, but I just want to give these die a little bit of a smudge too. I already washed the die with some lavender water, but I feel like they need some witchy goodness right now. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. So here we go. Here we go. The unboxing. The unboxing. Oh, look at that. It's like brand spanking new. Sometimes I am called to buy used decks, but the used decks I've always bought seem to be like they were like a display in a store or something like that. So I'm cool with that. I'm being called to grab my lantern. I'll be right back. Okay, so just so we can see, because I wanted to show you this, look at what's on the inside. You are the dreamer of your dream. I've wanted this deck for so long. I say these things all the time because they're true, but I wanted this deck so badly. I really did. And it's really interesting because when I wanted this deck, it was like $24.95 or something like that. And I had no problem with that, But when I went to finally buy it years later, it was $9.95. So interesting. It's like I wasn't meant to have it then. I meant to have it now. So the universe has our back. A 52 card deck. Now I'm not feeling like I want to, do a description of the deck so much as I feel like I want to, get into these and, oh, I heard fennel. Interesting. Okay, cool. I want to get into the messages from the 999 portal. So Spirit, thank you. Ooh, I love that smell. Thank you for blessing this deck, and thank you for blessing every beautiful soul who will ever receive any information from this deck in any way, shape, or form. I call upon your higher self and my higher self. I call upon the 999 portal. We are here for this opening, for this connection with you, Spirit. We're following the breadcrumbs. We're doing the best we can. We're following the breadcrumbs. I did a podcast prophet earlier today that's coming out, I think, after this, maybe tomorrow. But I just got the vibe from Spirit that I was going to do some type of reading today. I just didn't understand. And the way it all came together, I'm going to take a screenshot. That's so great. Also, when I looked up, you guys, it was 5/17, but I literally just saw May 17th. So that might be a significant day for you. It could be a significant day for all of us. I don't know. I'll have to, they're not telling me to go look at my calendar right now. This one just like, it's connected to another one too. And it like literally like popped straight up out of it. It was really cool. Hold on. I feel like it's 2 cards. Maybe it's 1. Maybe they're just, oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, now obviously they're like new. I'm hearing from Spirit to take a screenshot. I feel like for some of you, you need a screenshot of this to put on your phone or something like that. When I lean toward love, I am led. And, you know, that looks like a 3rd quarter moon to me. So I feel like there's something, you know, in real time, we just had the full moon lunar eclipse a few days ago. So I feel like Spirit is trying to say something to us that a lot of things are going to become more clear by the 3rd quarter moon. And then the card after it says, through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. Yes, it's about, you know, just because others are not, this is what I was saying in the podcast prophet, but I'll say it in here too, just in case you don't watch it or see it, that, you know, people are going to disappoint us. That's part of being human. And some people are going to disappoint us more than 100 times. It's really tough. And I started to ask myself, like, I'm really hard on my partner with his addiction. And I'm not as hard on other people with theirs. But then when I started to think about it, I'm like, well, because, which by the way, look at the 3rd quarter moon is being revealed underneath there. Because their addictions don't affect me. My partner's addiction, he's a sex addict and a liar. And I'm somebody who always tells the truth at all costs. And if we are these twin flames and mirror each other, it's like, how come I'm not mad at somebody else whose addiction is drugs, or somebody else's addiction who is food, or somebody else's addiction is gambling? Somebody's addiction could be people pleasing, right? But I take that one personally because I'm like, you want to be with me, but you want to be with other people I don't understand, you know? And then I started to realize, I'm like, either they truly are, you know, they're like, this is just who I am. And I'm like, okay, well, if that's who you truly are, that's fine. And that's wonderful. But that won't ever, I'm a monogamous person. It's just not the way I'm wired. It's just not the way I'm wired. I don't know if it's every lifetime, but in this lifetime, I can feel it. I've tried, and it's not. So I've had to release the reins. I've had to really, really let go and just love them for who they are and accept them for who they are. Because the truth is, they're just lying to themselves. They're not lying to me. They're lying to themselves. I just happen to be, you know, part of the debris of the storm. But he's not lying to me. We both know I'm a telepathic medium. You know, it's like, they know that. They've known me for 10 years. So that's why I was like, you know, but that's when I started to realize too, where my ego was coming in and how they need to go through what they need to go through. And I cannot rush them any faster. So I have to lean towards love because I'm a fucking leader. That's my job. And if I can't love him through his shadow and his dark night of the soul right now, I don't have to be with him, but he's still my friend. And I've had to look at a lot of shit over the last few days, things that I just wasn't prepared to look at. So I urge you to do the same. Lean into love. You know, the third quarter moon is all about transition and forgiveness. It's also the 7th moon cycle. Sevens are very powerful in our human existence in cycles. Drink some water. And I go back and forth and up and down and all around. And the conclusion I came to is that I just need to really focus on myself. And everything else will work itself out. You know, I think because we are twin flame connected, you know, we were like two halves of one whole. And like Bubba was kind of like the glue that kept us together, you know, like when the kids go off to college and the parents like fall apart and then they start to whatever. And then, you know, it's a comedy movie and they start dating other people or they break up, whatever. And then they end up getting remarried. You know, I have a feeling that's what's going to happen for us. I feel like we need a break, but like I need to go do what and I looked down, it was 11:01, which is crazy because 11:11 is our thing. So, yeah. And of course I looked down, it was 11:09 and now it's 11:11. But we are all cut from the same cloth. We're just going through different things right now. I was just going to fix the other card so that the message in the middle wasn't shadowed. And they said, no, leave it there, because that's the whole point, is that shadow energy. It needs to be there. But see how it's almost gone? The shadow it's meant to integrate into us. It's not meant to make our decisions, nor are our emotions. We're not meant to make decisions based on our emotions, because our emotions are fleeting. And we've gotten so numb to actually feeling that we forget what our emotions can really do and how powerful they are. And being the observer, how powerful we are. I'm opening a window. All of a sudden it got really hot in here. It also got kind of quiet, which makes me so happy. Hold on. I think I know why they wanted me to open the windows. We might be able to hear them, but I just heard some frogs. Frogs mean good fortune. All is well. Spirit keeps playing Florence and the Machines, The Dog Days Are Over. I mean, my phone's on shuffle. There are like a gazillion songs. And it's not like I have it like thumbed up or anything like that, you know? So very interesting. I apologize for the traffic noise. So also lately, prayer and meditation has been my best friend. And I realized that I don't really need like, you know, everybody's different, by the way. But for me personally, I think sometimes I try too hard to like be this like perfect light worker, this perfect leader. There's no such thing. I don't know about you guys, but I'm fucking tired. You know what I mean? It's like, there's only so much we can do. It's self-care September. When I looked up, it was 13:05. Oof, hold on. Interesting, when I paused before, it was 12:12, and this time it was 13:10, which is Bubba's death day mirrored backwards. But anyway, okay, so many things are coming through. Let's pull some more cards and see what they have to say. But anyway, Spirit was just saying that you don't have to like fit into some mold. You know what I mean? Like, that's not your path or your purpose to fit into a mold. You're meant to stand out. You're meant to be different. Oh, these two just stuck together. Oh, where are my hummingbirds? Look at this. The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. Now, this is non-denominational. I don't know this deck. It didn't come with a book that it looks like anyway. So, you know, I would say work with the hummingbird spirit animal. They represent joy and happiness and freedom. But also, the faith is about this. When I lean towards love, I am led. Right? You are the dreamer of your dream. But also, we're here to help others right now. And there are a lot of people, they don't know what to do. They don't know what's going on. They're very lost. And they need us. You know, they really do. So they want us to take those moments of prayer and meditation, because it creates a ripple effect of peace in the world. Because if we're at peace, then everybody else is at peace. You know, if people get all flustered, then everybody gets flustered, right? Because we are one, we are connected, we are energetically connected. We are programmed to have certain responses. it's part of our emotional body, and it's also part of our emotional makeup. But again, it doesn't mean that that's what makes our decisions for us. So our faith right now is when it starts to get bad, like last night, I've just been having these shadows and darkness that have been coming for me. I mean, I started watching Poltergeist. I don't even know why I put it on there for you guys to watch. I got like halfway through it and I'm like, why am I watching this? Why did I recommend this? But I feel like maybe somebody has to face some fear or something, because I felt really strongly to put it there, because it wasn't the OG. The OG wasn't free. It was like the newer one. The newer one's good too. I mean, it has its, but then I realized, I'm like, all of a sudden, when I realized it was the 999 portal, I was like, that's why I was so driven to work today. I'm like, but I didn't look at the calendar. I wasn't thinking, even though like, it's just because so much has been going on with the full moon lunar eclipse and, the dark moon energy. Hold on. I just realized something. Go away, vampires. It's that time of year where the mosquitoes are not friendly, you know what I mean? Like they're kind of scary, but they are our friend, right? Like we need them, they're here for a reason. It's all good. But I feel like this is the time that they're really wanting us to, if you haven't already set your intentions to release and let go of things that no longer serve you, this is a wink wink from spirit to do it tonight. Even if it's just as simple as you're going to sleep tonight, say, I have faith in you, spirit. I believe in magic and miracles. I know you got our back, right? I know you got our back. I know you got our back. And look, it's an owl. Of course it is, So this one keeps coming to me. This one just popped out. Oneness is my true nature. Exactly. A ripple effect of peace in the world. The oneness. We are one. We are divinely connected. We are divinely protected. Always, always, always. And even when it looks dark and even when it looks scary, they have our back. I have my moments too where I'm starting to fall asleep and I have to keep saying over and over, as I'm feeling these dark energies that are trying to tear me down, that are trying to tell me I'm unworthy, that are trying to tell me I'm unlovable, just the most horrible things that come through. And I know that's not mine. So keep that in mind. And also take it as a compliment, because clearly if they're coming for you, 1731, and it like suspended there for a second. I love that. Clearly, you're important. If the shadow is coming for you hard, take it as a compliment. Drink some water. Okay, let's see what other messages we have from the 9-9 portal. 999. 999. Isn't this a beautiful deck? I just love it. I'm so happy. I mean, like I said, I would have paid even more. It's a beautiful, beautiful deck. Also, the rest of, I'm just waiting on one more thing for my little makeover. And I'm pushing for you guys to do that as well. Do something really cool for yourself. Do something that you wouldn't normally do. Maybe a color you've always wanted to do. Like, just step so far outside your comfort zone. Work with Archangel Michael. I was just like, I felt like there was someone who was trying to come through. Archangel Michael is saying to work with him in all ways. Research the energy of Archangel Michael. Raphael is coming through as well. I'm hearing for some of you, Raphael's coming through because he's telling you that you are a healer as well. He is of the east, of air, of healing energy. And also, we are full on Virgo season and Virgo moon, but we will be going into Libra season soon. And we will be having the dark moon on the 21st, the new moon. That's another huge portal. This whole month is just filled with so much magic. And until the year of the horse, we're really divinely protected, more than we realize. They're saying, are there any other, I think a little skeet got in here. Oh, don't bite me. I'm like, I'm not in the mood. I mean, is anybody ever? By the way, this is why I do my, I didn't get the vibe not to eat or not to whatever, but when I eat, like I just ate dinner like an hour or so ago and I had a big meal. because I thought I was done. I was like, oh, I guess it was just the podcast profit. And then this showed up, but this wasn't supposed to show up until tomorrow. But of course, right? A wizard always arrives when they're meant to. So then I was like, this is the reading you wanted me to do. And I said, is it going to be cool? And they're like, yeah, it's just more uncomfortable for me because I feel like I'm going, like I'm breathing, you know, because when I do readings, I try to not eat for like 12 to 16 hours before. It just feels better when I'm channeling. I feel like some of you are really enjoying the ASMR thing of the shuffling of the cards. But I'm just shuffling the cards because they're new, you know, but also infusing my energy into it. So thank you, Spirital. Thank you, Spirital. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. Do we have any more messages from the 999 portal? Oh, gosh. Another one where it just like stuck to my hand, but it's upside down. So this is going to be fun. Ooh, interesting. They have the same border, too. Yay. I love new cards. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. Yes, especially here where it says the more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness because oneness is my true nature. I dare to dream. I am the dreamer. Okay, and then the other card is, ooh, this is lovely. Oh, I love this card. I love this deck so much. I am a spirit having a human experience and I'm here to get closer to love. Oh my gosh. And I'm going to put it over here by the pumpkin. And look at the little snail's been hiding back here. I wasn't sure if that was going to be an actual message for any of us, but I get the vibe from spirit that yes, it is. I'm going to pull this out a little bit. Oh. They're saying like, it's okay. You know what it is, you guys? They're saying the reason why they brought the snail out is that we're all exactly where we're supposed to be. It's just that we're so powerful and like where we come from, we can just go and get things done, right? Like when we're in spirit form, it's just different. You know, it's like, you guys may remember the story. I 2142. I told of a dear friend of mine growing up. Last time I went home, quote unquote home, like where I grew up home, to visit friends and family. I ended up doing spirit work with some of my childhood friends. Ooh, fuck, that's fucking awesome. I was like, fuck, that's so cool. I love it. So pretty. Anyway, long story short, she was just like, she's very like, you know, pragmatic and like, you know, even though she loves me and respects me and all that, she just doesn't believe in certain things. And long story short, she's like, I need you to talk to my kid because she's like, I mean, seriously, she's like, I don't know what to say to her. I don't even know how to, I'm like, why? She's like, oh, she thinks she's a fairy. And I'm like, oh, I go, well, she probably is. And I could tell she was just like, oh, dude, you know, we've known each other since, you know, high school. And she believes that I believe it. And I think deep down she knows it because she's such a powerful witch. She knows it, but it's like hard for her because she wasn't there yet. Maybe she is now. I don't know. But also Froggy wanted to come in. Look at that. And wanted to remind us that money is on the way. And this is where I had the bill where it says, is it the trust side? Yeah, look at, we trust. So it's just about the form of money on here. But we have to keep trusting that spirit has our back and they know exactly what we need and why we're here and what we're doing and all that good stuff. Okay, you want Froggy on there. Okay. Ooh, and I got some new fresh bay leaves. But anyway, her daughter and I ended up hanging out and, you know, I asked her a lot of different questions. And when I'm working with children, I play with them. That's the best way. Because they already feel my fairy. They already feel, because they're touched, you know, so they already know like I'm magic and all that, but it just gives them that like, you know, to be themselves. So I got her this glitter that literally says on it, fairy dust. And I thought that she would really like that. And I asked my friend if it was okay to give it to her. And because I didn't know if she would take it as encouraging her, but I was like, maybe we can work through this together where I can we can bring the fairy into different energies in her play and blah, blah, blah. So we were playing and we were being fairies and all this. And then I had her sprinkle fairy dust on my back and I was like, pooh, I go, look at my wings. I go, do you see them? She goes, I do. They're beautiful. She's 5, right? And we're playing and we're having a good time. And she's like, okay, do mine. And so I'm like putting fairy dust on her back. And I was like, oh, I'm like, look at your wings. She's like, no, they're not here. She's like, they're not. And she's like, oh, and she was going, oh, like where she was like clenching her fists, you know, like that. And her blood vessels on the side of her head looked like they were going to burst out open. I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, baby, I'm like, stop, 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 stop. I'm like, what? And she just started crying. And she said, why can't I fly here? 2448. And so, I mean, I just grabbed her and I hugged her, and she cried and I was crying, and I said, look at me. I said, I don't know why we can't fly here. And I don't remember what I said exactly, but I just told her that we were special, and not everybody could see us the way, you know, we saw each other. And I ended up telling my friend, I was like, dude, this is really fucking serious. I'm like, she's not crazy. She's a fairy. This may be her first time here being human, or she just doesn't remember. I'm like, I don't know. I said, I'm working with all these different children that are light workers, and they're all different. I said, I really don't know. And she basically was like, how can we fix her? And I was like, it's not about that. I'm like, it's about that you guys have to adjust that this is who she is. And she's like, well, she'll grow out of it. And I said, I hope she doesn't. I said, don't encourage her to grow out of it. I said, we're going in the direction of people like me. And it's interesting because our friendship ended up like, you know, kind of like going off, but they definitely didn't need this crystal that I had that was worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars. His name is Percival. He was gifted to me by a wizard. It was a very powerful amethyst. And I carried it with me all, you know, through my travels that month all over the Midwest. And I was doing readings and visiting family and bringing the medicine and getting the medicine and all that. And long story short, when I was getting ready to leave, the whole family loved Percival. We put him out on the table because it was so big, and I was pulled to do that. And they all loved it, even though they didn't like fully believe in it. Her and her husband, they were like, oh, it's really beautiful. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, it's, you know, even later on, she was just like, dude, let me send you money. She's like, I went and looked at more crystals. And she's like, I had no idea. I'm like, it's okay. It was gifted to me. I'm like, it's not about money. It's about Percival wanted to be there with her daughter. You know what I mean? He was a very special fairy, little elf fairy. I don't know what kind of energy. He just had so many different energies going on, but really powerful, loving angel type energy. And I was like, isn't that interesting? You know what I mean? Like, and how Percival had traveled, you know, with this, you know, older guy, Gandalf type character, you know, healer, sound healer. I mean, but this is how it works. You know what I mean? This is how we do it. This is our connection. And this is what Spirit's trying to tell us in this portal, that, you know, this isn't about turning away from who we are. I feel like for some reason, somebody's having a hard time with this. It doesn't matter. I'll just put it back here. I don't know. I was fine, but I just felt like somebody was like, they really wanted me to move it. And it could be distracting. It could be triggering. And maybe you were meant to be triggered a little bit too. Also, they're having me pull some of this stuff, and I don't know why. Okay. But this is the time, you know, this is the time. This is the hour. And let's play with these. Now, I don't know much about these. I know that they have things on them, like, you know, they have moon cycles, they have planets, they have astrological signs, and they have numbers. But I don't know what all the signs are for the planets. So if I don't know it, you can comment below if I don't research it beforehand. So let's see. Do we have any special messages, Spirit? Sorry if that's loud. For the 999 portal through the die. Ooh, fun. That was kind of loud. Okay, so I want to say, is that? My first thing was Libra because it looks like scales, but it might be Taurus. Okay, so we have that. The number 4. Interesting. Okay. And, oh, goodness gracious. I don't know what that is. Is that Taurus? Okay, I will find these out. But I feel like these may be significant for somebody. So we'll leave that there. And they didn't have me do anything else. Let's see if they want me to pull any more cards. I know it's going to be kind of short and sweet. I will say, look at this. Oops, sorry. I just noticed that this I was talking, and so my eyes are drawn to that. Let's see what this has to, yeah, because look at that. Oh, oh, it must be the card description. Okay. Let me see if they want me to read it and tell you guys about it. Do you want me to read from this card right now and give them their props? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. So I'm going to take this off for a minute. It's going to be a little dark there, but I'm going to read this, and it says, "Hi, miracle worker. I'm so excited that you picked up the Universe Has Your Back cards. My hope is that this deck will help you to deepen your connection to the innermost part of yourself and to the universe. In that connection, you will be guided to your true purpose, to be love and spread love." I love it. Oh my gosh, this needs to be a picture too. That's so great. Michaela and I have lovingly crafted these words and images to bring you guidance and inspiration. These cards and their deep sentiments are intended to accompany and lift you as you travel inward. Choose one whenever you seek clarity of heart, loving direction, or a return to your own intuition. Each card carries a potent gift which can awaken a presence of joy within, help you transform your fear into faith, and remind you that the universe has your back. Wishing you a miraculous journey with love, Gabrielle. Oh yeah, this is Gabby Bernstein. That's right. She's kind of a famous light worker. That's right. Oh, I haven't. You know, isn't that funny? Like, I don't think I've even thought of her in the longest time. Well, thanks, ladies. And then it's just says on the back like who they are, and if you want to take a screenshot and learn more about them, go ahead. I'm not getting the vibe to read this right now. Okay. But thank you, thank you, thank you, beautiful souls. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this. This is so wonderful. Okay, so we've got that. And I kind of like the way it looks right now. I want to see if that's why it was sticking out, because they just wanted us to give them thank yous and some gratitude. So send them some love and gratitude for designing and creating this beautiful deck. It might have some kind of religious influence in it, but this is a thing too. Carrie Kay has been talking about this a lot. I just spoke about it in the podcast Prophet, the one I did this morning. And I think they're going to have me title it something like, "Why do we lie?" or whatever. But it meant like with everybody, like, why do we lie to ourselves about this? Or why do we, lie to other people about that? It was really interesting as I'm going through my own stuff right now. It's, what I'm finding is it's not hard to love my partner. I love them because I know their soul. I'm in love with them and their soul. And I know their soul's in love with me. Like that, I have no problem with that. Like it all is good. What's difficult for me is the lying part. It's just, and for them, it's like second nature. And the interesting thing is, and I apologize if I'm being kind of a dick and talking out of school right now, but the most interesting thing for me in his situation is that the one person in his life that he doesn't want to talk to and completely cut off is the person he's the most like the parts of him that he doesn't like about himself is that person, and I kind of brought it up recently, and I've just been seeing a lot of patterns with them and a lot of things that I did too. I'm seeing a lot of mirroring things of things I've already gone through with him, not just with him, but with the tribe and just like people that I know. And it's just really interesting. So anyway, do we have any more messages for this 999999 portal? No. Okay. Do we want to, sorry if I was a little flaky and out there, but like I said, I was, but wasn't prepared for it, if that makes any sense. Okay. So Spirit, do we want to roll any more of the die? Do you want me to take a screenshot of the die and roll some more die? Do we have any more messages through that? No, but we will be working with that. I'll be studying that more. Like I said, I just got it. Are there any more decks or any other healing tools that we want to use before we go? Do we want to do anything else before we go? Any healings? No, I heard you guys are doing good working on yourselves. Good, good, good. Stay in the prayer and the meditation and the high vibration. They're saying, are there any more messages? channeled or otherwise that want to come through before we end this transmission, before we close the portal? All right. Well, thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for the energy of 9. You may even want to work with angel number 9 or 9 and numerology meaning and see how that feels for you. But the obvious is it's almost the end, right? Because if 1 is the beginning and 10 is the end, it means we're almost there. And they're saying, hold on, you guys. We just need to get through this last push. And it's in the darkness, right? That's why they're having this be illuminated right now. It's like, and having me do this reading as the sun is going down, and like it was really windy when I started this, super witchy energy, and that this arrived today instead of tomorrow. I mean, it literally said it was coming tomorrow, and then like all of a sudden they're like, oh, it's showing up today. I'm like, oh my gosh. So this is the time that they want us to hold ourselves and spirit at the highest of high. Also, they're saying, look at these images right now. Work with your third eye, right? Work with your intuition, work with the hummingbird, and work with the owl and the frog, toad, both. They both have similar meanings, but they do have kind of different meanings. I never know exactly which one it is, but that's why they wanted this open, so you can, I don't know if you guys heard it when they first came through, but it was really cool. Okay, Spirit, we're done. We are done. Until next time, you guys, I love you so much. Take good care of yourselves and each other. And if you would like to contribute anything to the work that I do on this channel or on all my other channels, or if you would like to book a session with me, all that information is in the description box. Also, a little wink, wink, 2 reminders. Number 1, every Sunday we go live at noon Pacific Standard Time. We are officially going to be starting to go 18 and over because thank you for the push, Spirit and Anna. I am absolutely finally getting my child's channel together. I'm working on it with Spirit now. All the puzzle pieces finally came together, and so that's going to be very exciting. So stay tuned for that. I'll let you know when we have the official name. I already have the channel set up. I just have to get the official name from Spirit because we've been going through a few different things, and yeah, just a few other things. So if you would like to donate, I have put some child decks. So if you have children that are struggling with their spirituality and trying to understand like what's happening on the earth, I'm going to be doing things over there. I'm going to be doing a lot of podcast type formats so they can use their imagination and their brain when they're listening. But then also I will be doing other things with puppets and reading books, and it's going to be really great. I'm really excited. And yeah, until next time, I'll see you. I love you. Spirit loves you. Blessed be. Oh, bye.